This is Jon Prewitt from Aurora, Colorado. He's association treasurer for 12 years. He's been a host of previous reunions. And John, would you tell us the years that you were on the ship, what your job title was, and some of your experiences?
I went aboard the ship in April of 1947 and was to be on the next cruise that was up. But at the time I went aboard, the ship was in dry dock, and they came out with an early out program. I was on a 3-year minority enlistment. In the meantime, they came out with an early out for those who had served 2 years. You could get out, so I got an early out and left in October of 1947. So I was only there for a few months, and it was in dry dock the whole time I was aboard.
What it was? Do you stay on the ship when it's in dry dock?
I stayed aboard the ship, had a bunk, and my job was a storekeeper in supply. Worked for Lieutenant Maddox, and so that was my job, getting supplies and so forth for the ship.
I see. Well, did you join? Did you enlist in the Navy?
I was at the point, it was, the war had been over 3 months when I became 18, and they were still drafting at that point, so I knew that if I hung around, I'd be drafted. I didn't want that, so I enlisted in the Navy and left for boot camp in October, and boot camp in Camp Perry, Williamsburg, Virginia, for a period of 12 weeks, and from there to Tompkinsville, New York, and they needed, and then was assigned to an Earl, New Jersey ammunition depot. Now, I didn't want to be handling ammunition, so they had a need for volunteers to go to Pensacola. I volunteered to go to Pensacola and got in the clothing sales store, became a storekeeper, and after a year there, I was tapped to go aboard the Nietzsche's in San Pedro at that time, 1947. So there until I got the early out, and that ended my naval service.
I see. So you were, the only ship you were on was the Nietzsche's.
Right.
Very good.
Exactly.
Very good.
And even though it was in dry dock, it was a good assignment.
Yeah. Good. I didn't realize they were still drafting.
Yeah, and it was
after
they had so many people getting out at that time after the war that they had to have people to fill. You know, positions were being vacated because the service had to go on, and
yeah.
So that was to avoid being drafted.
Yeah, very good. Very interesting. Thank you for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
Thanks.